causes a response. She knows it gets her the views. Do you understand? Now, it ain't coming from Angie's mouth. It's coming from Angie's platform. So she thinks sometimes that I'm going in at her. I'm specifically saying your platform.
But you see that point that you're making there? Remember, you know the rant that she's got of you recorded where you say about her being an alcoholic, whatever?
Yeah.
You're basically saying what you're literally saying there, but in a different format, aren't you? Because she's taken that as you being disrespectful towards her mental health, but I see it as you being angry about the fact that she is self-sabotaging online. That's what I get from that rant that she plays.
Yes. Yeah, that's it's a rant about that. Yeah, of course it is. But what you've got to think is this lady will call everybody out for saying things, yet some of the worst things I've heard on this app has come from her mouth. You know, but she'll always take it as a me. Whether you spin it, whether you talk about it, or whatever, it always goes down to a me. I know two people that'll have an argument and it'll end up Angie or saying, well, what about what you said to me? Well, hang on, we're not talking about you, we're talking about them pair. And that's the thing, you know.
I don't disagree.
And then yesterday, what is happening? I've never spoke about it, but what is going on with this JC situation? The lady says, I'm going to read messages, but I don't know whether to read them because it's really a touchy subject. And I know JC is really struggling with his health. And I know JC is really struggling to the point where he don't know what to do with his life. And she said on live, I don't know how to talk about this because he's really struggling with his mental health and I don't really want him to do anything. But you know what? I'm going to talk about it because it's on the FYP. Now, you morally as a person, right, you know, if you want to say I'm not talking about it because I know how it's going to affect someone, I know what he's going through, he can't wake up in the mornings, he don't want to wake up in the mornings. But then she will say, well, I'm going to do it anyway because it's on the FYP. Well, no, you don't have to do it because it's on the FYP because someone else has put it on there. It doesn't have to come out your mouth. You have already said you shouldn't do it because he's poorly, but you still go ahead and do it, which then enables the screen recorders, which then enables the fucking people to come in and have an opinion, which then enables everything to be lit back up and this man having to see it again. But at the beginning of the conversation, you said, you know, he's in a really bad state of mind and his health is not very good. But you're still going to go ahead and talk about it. Now, that to me tells me that, to be honest, you're not bothered about anybody whatsoever, only your platform and your views. Do you understand that?
I don't think
because if I knew you was poorly, and something was on, why would I want to talk about it for it to be triggering you again or for it to be, you know, playing bad with your health, knowing that you're at a point where you don't want to live no more? But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it because I've got 1,000 people in here. Fuck the 1,000 people. I'm going to think of your health. I don't want to be the one that triggers you to go too far. I ain't going to want to please 1,000 people to fucking make my platform grow.
But Dave, there's a number of factors, right? Neither of those parties involved should be hearing the things that are being said about them. I think people are speaking in 100%.
Yeah, can I just answer this? Dave talking about morals, stay off the sniff and your mental health will improve. I had a relapse on the narcotics, darling, 6 weeks ago. I had really bad rehab. I was an addict to a Class A drug. It sent me down. I lost everything, my business, my family, my vehicles. I was homeless. I lived at Stoke-on-Trent train station because I got addicted to a Class A drug. I then come off the Class A drug, sweetheart, and I got addicted to prescribed medication, of which now I'm clean off. And now I'm clean off. Yes, it's contributed to my mental health. I can't do nothing about that. I'm still here. So what do you want me to say, sweetheart? What on earth do you want me to say? Tell me now. What do you want me to say, darling? It's the second time I've had a massive breakdown. The first time, the Class A drugs, yeah, they triggered me. That's why I got found on the motorway bridge with no clothes trying to jump off, sweetheart. But I recovered. So don't come into me telling me to stay off the sniff when if I was on the sniff, I wouldn't be here today, because that would literally be triggered me off. Because we all know what that kind of dirty drug does to you when you've fucking had enough. So don't come at me and try and tell me something like that, sweetheart. I'm 43 years of age. I've been there. I've been everywhere you could ever think of, my darling.
Dave,
Sorry, Devon.
Did the app have anything to do with the relapse?
When?
The most recent one?
No.
Okay, good.
I felt it building up, Devon. And I stopped taking my medication. I thought I didn't need it anymore. And it slowly built up over a period of time, and people could see me going, but I knew my feeling, but I was in denial. And I was deteriorating. And I've been through it in the past, and obviously I had a really bad one, and I just thought, and then I just broke down. My mind got took over, because how it works, believe it or not, is your brain gets took over. So then you need to fight. It's telling you to do something. It's telling you to do these things. It's making you think the worst things, but your heart needs to beat strong to control it, because it is very powering. It's like a foreign body has got inside your brain, and it's made your thoughts change, but they're the wrong thoughts, but they're so powering. They overpower your opinion on what you should do. And I knew I was going down this, and I collapsed. I hit the deck. I just cried my eyes out, and I picked my phone. I said, I need help quick. It's happening again. And I got took, and I had medication. I have recent phone calls. I've had private appointments, because at the end of the day, I know I've got a really bad addictive personality. So I tried to beat everything, but now I'm back on my medication. I've been on it for a bit. I had a bit of a bad moment at the weekend, and I come on. I've started to slow. I went off the app for a bit. I come on for 5 minutes. Yeah, because I needed. Yes, yeah. But then I needed a distraction, because I've sat in a hotel room for 6 days on my own, not been out my hotel room for 6 days, thinking the most awful thoughts you could ever think of. I wrote letters to my children. I've done a video on this phone. There's a video on this phone that I recorded for someone to play back after I contemplated taking myself out this world. Let me tell you now, okay? And the thoughts were overpowering me. They was overpowering me. And I just knew if I don't that's why my best friend now, he's more or less all the way around me, because he's seen me go through it last time. So he'll pick me up and he'll say, get up here, and come on, we're going, because he knows. The other night, for example, Saturday night, he come and stayed in the hotel with me. The man's a multi-millionaire. He come and stayed in the same hotel with me, because I said to him, I feel like I'm, thinking silly things. So he come and stayed with me, and it's not the best way to be. And believe me, that lady, the narcotics, you can't tell me anything about that, because I totally agree with you. They never help, and they're the worst thing to ever take, But now I've started back on my medication, and I've lost quite a few things in life that's hit me quite hard. And I just got to sort of slowly, every day's different, you can come on. I mean, I've seen a screen recording saying, Dave, oh, look at Dave, his mental health ain't bad, he's happy. But that doesn't mean anything, Let me tell you that heat at the moment.
Do you think you should be on here? Do you think that the app, do you think you should be on the app, and is it a positive or a negative for you long term?
At the minute, with the community I've got, I need them more than they need me. I need them for my chat, because like I say, I'm on my own at the minute. I'm in a hotel on my own. There's only so many walls you can keep looking at. So I need these guys, not the gifts, I need a conversation. I need the distraction. My day goes quicker. Without a distraction, it feels like you're in a week's worth of a day, Devon. There's nowhere to go. You've got nothing to do. So yeah, that's why I've slowly started to. I mean, I come off Saturday morning, and then obviously, and the first day I come back on was yesterday, because I didn't feel. I went out on my friend's boat. I recouped my brain, recouped my thoughts, and Sunday, and then I come back on yesterday. But I like last week I had a breakdown. I cried on live in front of 700 people. I cried my eyes out, and I said, I've got to go. You know, I've got to go. I started to get paranoid and anxiety. I started to get paranoid about things. I've lost half a stone in 2 days. You know, I ain't quite one that will ever. I don't know how you can. I ain't one of them that would use a mental health. Look, I know what my mind tells me to do, and I know how to try and beat things. But as big as I am, I ain't that as big as I think. I'm soft. I'm not a big guy. You know, I shed tears, and you know, it doesn't mean anything because I rant and I rave and I make threats and I do this. But you know what? I ain't that guy, man. I ain't that guy. And the way I look at it now is what I've got in my head now. No matter what anybody says about me now, no matter whatever talks about me, if I can't beat myself, which I have tried to do the last 4 weeks, none of these guys will ever beat me because I'm fucking still here. If I haven't destroyed myself and took myself away from my children, you ain't gonna fucking affect me. Okay? So that, and I ain't gonna say I'm never gonna relapse again. I'm gonna try my damn god hardest. I'm gonna, you know, it wasn't because of that kind of stuff, you know, that I just knew I was going. I knew I was going. And believe me, if I was on that stuff, I wouldn't be here today. Because that stuff, come the end of the night, I know what I would do if I was on that stuff. Someone would be found me and they would be found the video. So I would know, well, I'm not going to take my life away from my children.
Do you think that is that what frustrates you about Angie? Because like she played a video where you said that you didn't care, and her reaction, she's claiming is because you didn't support her the first time. But I can read between the lines of that video. I don't think that you were getting at her saying that you didn't care about her mental health. I think you're trying to say something.
I think the thing is with Angie, she won't listen.
Ever.
She won't. The thing is with Angie, she won't listen. Now, there's no agenda in me. I don't have to. If I'm saying, look, you're fucking craving attention, man. You need a bit of help. Fuck's sake, just fucking, what are you doing, you silly twat? Do you know, it doesn't mean I'm fucking being a fucking. It's just don't want to listen. There's only one way in life if you're going to be like that. Let me tell you now. And you're going to be found at the bottom of a bottle, or you're going to be found in the gutter. Because the problem you've got when you come off this app, no one knows where you are. No one knows what you're doing. No one knows what you're thinking. Okay? And if you've on this app constantly, then someone's got to fucking do something, man. Because everybody's seeing what you're doing. Instead of being in denial, yeah. You know, okay, I'm fucked up, I'm fucked. And yes, you just hold your hands up, I'm fucked, man, I'm done. I'm weak, I don't want it no more. You just got to do it because so many people. And then there's other things that get triggered, and I just don't understand how I don't understand how, because when I was struggling, yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't want to hear certain things. I didn't want to talk about certain things. So I don't understand how the lady would allow certain things to go on, knowing that the person they're speaking about is struggling, or knowing she's struggling herself, but these things are happening in the boxes, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, man. These ain't good for you. They're not good for the people you're talking about. And we all know there's a couple of us struggling with mental health. So why are we allowing this? Even if it don't affect me, it might affect you. It might affect him. It might affect her. We can see what people are going through because we're on live all the time. Do you know? So it's like Ems. I seen Ems was struggling. Ems, everybody's been to Ems's house, right, on TikTok. I seen she was struggling. I seen it was basically going to be, she was found on the kitchen floor. I went there, I drove there, no TikTok, no pictures, no videos. I got her counselling. I got her to reach out to Alcohol Anonymous. I got her to reach out to the council. I got her every number. I then took her home and I drove back home. But I done that for myself because I could see myself in a bit of the ways. I could see the struggling. And it got you nowhere. But look, that's part of learning in life. I didn't have to go into it, but I just seen a bit of struggling there. And I'm thinking, you know what? It's a young girl and she likes the TikTok. But this is going to be more than a car crash. This is going to be a fatality on live. And no one wants to see that. You know?
Well, Dave, hopefully now you can see a little bit of when I came on, right? And I'll take it back to the whole TikTok Big Brother thing. This was my kind of issue, is having you lot all in one house, right? It wasn't a case of me being a spoilsport, jealous, all those things. I'm seeing past that, and I'm seeing what you can see now and put you all in a house. That is literally where it came from, and that's where I came on.
Yeah, I know. Look, and I seen. It was like you, if you notice. I had a few little digs at you then, but then I heard a bit of a story about you, and I'm not going to bring it up. And I felt sorry, man. I felt sorry for you, you know. And I just thought, you know what, this man ain't a bad man, you know. This man's he's okay. He's all right.
You live in here's the thing, Dave. Like when I take on like a you or an Angie or something like that, right? I know that those kind of things are going to be. I know the whole time that someone somewhere is going to draw for that and is going to bring that on the internet. It doesn't need to be on the internet, and I still take those risks, and that's why I still happily stand there and I talk about racism and stuff like that, knowing that those things can happen because it's what made me who I am today.
I just think with Angie, I just don't think that. I don't think that you'll ever be able. I think the only time that you won't see Angie is when TikTok closes in the UK. Deep down, I just think that it's a shame to see her get in such a state when she's on live, you know, when she's on the wine. And it's so, she might not think it, but a lot of the people are probably thinking this is such a shame to see. You don't want to see anybody like that. And you just think, oh my God, this person's craving someone to reach out, probably cuddle her and probably say, look, come on, man, let's sort this shit out. But you just can't tell her, and it's all about her, and she comes back to bite you in the bum. And I think she wants to be Corey. I think deep down she wants to sleep with me.
I can
honestly. I think she wants to ride. I think she wants to ride my face.
Maybe you have to do that for the good of TikTok.
What, ride her face? Let her ride me face?
Possibly, because
I would actually rattle the granny out of her.
It might change this app. Like, it could be the thing that the catalyst that changes this app for the good.
Should I take one for the team?
Will you take one for TikTok?
Fuck it, I'll smash her. I'll smash her. I've got to go down on her.
I don't want to set the parameters, but I think possibly you might have to, because that is a very important part of the procedure.
Fuck it, set it up, I'll do her.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna go and request Power now.
Yeah, just sort it out. And I'm not doing it from behind though, because she's got IBS. I don't want to backfart.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
I've got to stop touching this. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you can set it up, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try and mediate now.
Bye.
Bye.
Where the fuck did that go?
Two geezers talking geezery. I take it. I apologise, but it is. It's a bit of banter. I didn't mean it disrespectfully. Well, that guys, my lives just they just go places that I never expect them to go. I was here talking about Remy and that situation, and then Here's the funny thing, right? Them getting me in that box was very smart. I put that one on Pearl. Pearl is a lot smarter than she makes out, you know. Pearl is actually quite a smart woman, because I feel like she requested me then. And I think that she thought that I could fix that situation somehow. But I don't think that was it was a move, wasn't it? That was a she's a sneaky old sly one, and she's not old. No disrespect to Pearl. Like I say, anyway. But yeah, I don't know how I ended up in that, and I hope that, I don't know. That's the thing about, like, the thing about Dave that you got to respect is he owns his mental health, and he's getting help. And I think that's the difference between him and Angie is him owning it and being quite open about it. To listen to is like really, really interesting to listen to. It's quite sad, really. And look, men's mental health is real, like, and so is women's. It's I don't know. He poured his heart out then, yeah, man. You've always got to see through things, and this is something I saw this like so far back when everyone was calling me a killjoy about this TikTok Big Brother house. I'm just seeing all these people with poor mental health getting put in a house together where they've had all this time to build up animosity, and just the carnage that it would have been. I think that everything happens for a reason, and I had to come and take a bit of flack from people about it. But I think ultimately, since that day that I've spoken about these things, each person that's gone in has kind of confirmed what I was kind of saying. I mean, Dave had this relapse, and when I saw some of his stuff previously, he looked like really, really bad. So, like, I imagine if he had been in that house, and if, like, Angie pulled out because she was kind of scared of what she said to Torian and the possibility of Torian being in the house, I said that. The thing that I don't agree on with now is, like, Randy Ruther having Gemzino in there has to be addressed. The fact that he's still potentially putting Gemzino in that house is really reckless. Like, she's been crying in every video that I've seen. She's struggling to have she's homelessness and all sorts of stuff, and she's acting erratic, and he's still wanting to put that in his house. But that's a completely different subject. I don't actually know where I am right now, because that came out of nowhere. I was not expecting, the last thing I was expecting were for those four to pop up on my screen. But let's see if I can sort out this Dave and Angie loving. Yeah, it was me. Kim.
Oh, yeah. Why would you want to phone call with him?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was ringing you this morning just to say, Angie, keep out of it, because this is getting a bit too much now.
I don't know anything about that, Chester. Luke has not spoken to me about that.
Yeah, no, Angie, I said that to everyone today. I said,
Why
Angie,
did he phone call though with you about what to do with what?
I don't know, Angie. I just said Angie doesn't know about this, but Luke was trying to set up a call.
No, I know him. I would never have done that phone call. This is the first time I've heard of it.
I only heard of it last night because Chester phoned me up crying last night, and I said, listen, I'll speak to Angie tomorrow, but my opinion is here, this is between you, Luke, and, well, I don't even know why that person, thank you, me babies, I don't even know why that person would dare come to your door. Thank you, my Christina, because that's intimidating in the first beginning, Chester. Chester, your screen's freezed. Are you still there?
I can see him.
Yours is frozen. Mine, Pearl.
Oh, that's it. Wait till after this game, then it might sort itself out.
What happened when that fella came to your house, Chester?
Because I told him to go to the police over it.
No, Pearl, you just come to my door and you just said, John turned around and said to me, your ex-best friend's at the door.
Kevin.
He wants just to have 2 minutes with you. And I thought, right, fair dude, because obviously, Angie, I want to know what he's doing at my door.
Yeah.
When he dropped me, He comes, so he comes in. I go, right, okay, what's up? He goes, well, I've heard you and Luke have been arguing on TikTok and stuff like that. There's been some drama. I said, right, okay. He said, I just wanted to let you know. I said that Luke tried to invite me into a phone call. Wanted to invite me into a phone call with Angie. Somebody called Angie. Angie. This person, my ex-best friend, he doesn't do the drama side of TikTok, so he wouldn't know who you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then didn't he say Angie's full TikTok name? Then he said somebody called Delusive Angie.
He knocked at your door just to tell you that, Chester.
Yeah, just wanted to know that Luke has contacted him.
Yeah, guys, just to confirm, it wasn't Luke that knocked at his door. It was that
No, it
guy.
was not Luke. Guys, it wasn't Luke what knocked on my door.
Wow.
That's what I said, Angie, you should just keep out of it now because it's getting
Yeah.
too far. It's
Spoke
getting...
on it though, Pearl. I haven't even spoke on it. I haven't
No.
spoken to Luke.
And even from now
Well,
on, you know, if there's any platforms to speak about anything, they should do it on their own platform, if you get me meaning. Do you know what I'm saying, Chester?
I left it.
Should be
I
said
left
on
it
Luke's
Pearl, days ago.
platform,
I put
not
a post
nobody
up.
else's.
I put a post up Pearl days ago saying that that's it now. I had my say on Angie's live. I'm no longer speaking about it. Then this happened last night.
Yes, Lavinia.
Why didn't he call you, Chester? You got him.
Because Angie doesn't have my number.
Sorry, thank you.
Oh,
Lavinia.
right.
He doesn't have my
Wow.
number on any of my socials, so...
And Chester's changed his number now because he was getting lots of threatening phone calls come through. So he's changed his phone number. So that's how come this person has been...
Yeah,
Which that was wrong
I'm-
anyway, sending this person to his door. That was wrong.
Did Luke actually send him to your door then, Chester?
No, Luke hasn't sent him to the door, I don't think. But he's just come up to my door just to let me know that Luke has been in contact with him.
I want to speak to Luke because that's bang out of order, isn't it?
Exactly. And that's what I said to Chester last night. Listen, you know we don't bother with that. But it's because it was the person who's done whatever, it shouldn't be allowed. But Chester, how did that court case go that when you tried to go to the police about it last time? How did that go? What happened?
The thing happened, it happened roughly about 5 years ago, Pearl.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you.
Court case, Pearl, it lasted for about 6 months, then it was dropped to additional evidence, something like that.
Yeah.
Evidence. So, okay, that was that. Then me and him didn't speak, Pearl, for about, it must have been a year and a half to nearly 2 years. We never spoke. Then Pearl, but then last year, just towards coming up to Christmas sort of thingy, obviously, at that time, do you know what I mean? Because I've known him, Pearl, I absolutely loved the lad. Do you know what I mean? I was crazy. I always have been. And then come January, he attacked me in January. And do you know what I mean? I retaliated back. And we both got done for assault. And that was it then. I was done and dusted with him.
Please, have never spoke until last night. Big love, my Christian. You've never spoken.
Pearl. Since seeing him and meeting him, since that incident in January, I haven't spoken to him since.
Right.
Until last night, when obviously Luke's been on the
So
phone.
why this has come about then, he's felt that he's had a phone call off Luke, you said, then
Yeah.
he's felt the need to come and ask you why it's on social media.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Luke didn't send him.
No.
No, Luke
Big
is not.
MPV tonight, Christina, Granny Ellen, JD Caroline, Buffy, Squeak, one.
Just thank everybody as well, actually. Big up, everybody. Thank you so much, Devon Dragon. Is it Devon? No, I was thinking Devon at the bottom.
Say my name.
Dragon,
Thank you, Melons.
Paul, Malin, Marcy, Candy, Floss, Kindness, Jojo, Bobby, Is it and Nova? Thank you so much.
All those people that
It's
Angie
mute
said.
people sick per I thanked everyone who's on mute.
Oh,
Are you feeling a bit better now though, Chester?
You know, Angie, I was feeling a lot better this week. Do you know what I mean? Since I put that post up saying I wasn't speaking about it, I've had a couple of days off and I've just been feeling a lot better. Then I was just shocked for last night for him to just not drop me, ring my buzzer at quarter to 9 last night, and I thought, wow. Then Luke, that mean he goes, oh, Luke's he wants to destroy you on this app, by the way. I said, he can do whatever he wants to do.
Devin, sorry, you've come into something else again. Sorry.
I'll come back because what I have to say is not serious. So I'll come back.
Okie doke. See you in a bit.
It's just Dave Duran said that he wants to make love to Angie, and I have to sort it out.
I
So
can see that happening.
so I'm just trying to, probably not the best time.
But when he realises that his platforms, what things he's said is just as bad as everybody else on here, then I'll sort things out, Dave, until he realises.
Okay.
He has said a lot of things, Dave, on here. A lot of things. We know. Listen, I don't go into it, but
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
for God's sake, has it, he says it many times. Is on bail.
guys, you're all scumbags. Bye bye.
Bye, you. Bye.
Oh my god, I don't know how that. All right, I've got to stop having banter and jokes because I'm going to get myself in fucking trouble. Everyone's going to be like, you gave Angela a platform. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I was trolling and then I got stuck there. And then I was a bit like, oh, do I drop? And then I was like, oh, I'm in a battle. And I was like, oh, I'll just stay. But then like some of the stuff that was, hold on, what's comment said? So, will she sleep with him? Comment, we don't know. I want to know if she would. I reckon I think that she would, and I think that for the good of the app, like, you've got to think how long it must have been, and what that does to a person's MH. And I think personally, right, if you get the two F-ups together and you put them together like some kind of transformer, like some kind of racist misogynistic, drinking, drugs, mental health, rugs. I love TikTok Shop. And you make one like Megatron, they might turn into a decent human being. I don't